Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another food preservation video. I love doing these. I love canning, freezing, doing all the things to put food back. It's just become, in the last 2 or 3 years, it has become one of my favorite things to do. And so right now we are in the kitchen. My husband and I, we make a great team in the kitchen. He's cleaning while I do the cooking, but he did help me. We cut up and processed 1.5 bushels of peaches on this day. We overall got I think it's 4.5 bushels of peaches that we've been working on through the summer, but these were the last 3 boxes, and so we are making peach pie filling right now. I went ahead and cut some up earlier, and I've done a video on that before. I just cut them up and put simple syrup, a light simple syrup, over them and can those. That's in a different video. I'll try to remember to link it down below. But right here we are making our peach pie filling, and I will link the recipe in the description below so that you can go back and check it out if you want to try this yourself. But we chopped up all of our peaches. We got those, we did the process where we have to blanch them, get the skins off of them. Then we chopped them up, and right here I am working on the filling part for pie filling, and I'm adding my water, my not sure gel. You need clear gel for pie filling. So I've got my clear gel, my lemon juice, I've got my spices. I'm adding cinnamon and nutmeg to this. I'm gonna get this all mixed up before I add my peaches, and then start filling up the jars. When I start filling up the jars, I do the same process you do with anything else you can. You want to make sure you start with clean jars, fill them up, debubble, wipe the rims with vinegar, put your lids and rings on, and then you're going to process these for 30 minutes. At the end of this very long canning day, we had about 2 quarts of peaches left over, and I wasn't going to can just 2 quarts or 4 pints. I just went ahead and put these in quart bags, and we have these in the freezer. We may use these for juicing. My son and daughter-in-law were at the house the day before this, and they juiced a bunch of those peaches, and it was so good. Just straight peach juice, very, very delicious. So now I have some frozen beef bones that I want to get into my big roaster. I want to make some beef bone broth. Now, I usually roast these in the oven for about 45 minutes to an hour. I did not do it this time, and it's okay. It's not something that you have to do, but I will tell you it does give you a richer flavor. But I just didn't have time to do this because this is a process that takes days to do, or it took me about 3 days to do actually. So I skipped that process. It's not necessary, but it will vamp up the flavor of your bone broth. So I've got them in my roaster. I'm going to add some salt and pepper, and that's all I'm going to do. Cover it with water, and then I'm going to let this go for 24 hours. I've got it on 300. My roaster is turned up to 300, and I just leave it and let it go for 24 hours. When the 24 hours is up, I'm going to strain this through a fine mesh strainer and cheesecloth, and I'm going to put these in my big Cambro 6-quart bowls. And then after I do this, I'm going to let it cool, and I'm going to stick it in the refrigerator overnight to get the fat cap on the top of it. And then the next day when I go to can this, I can just peel that fat cap off, and I don't have to worry about it. Now here is where I vary from recipes. You can heat your broth back up. I don't heat it back up. I start everything cold. So I've got the fat cap off of it, and it does leave a little bit of fat in the jars, but it's not enough that's going to make a difference and keep it from sealing properly. All of these sealed. They are great. They're doing well in my pantry. So I just keep the cold broth in cold jars, put them in a cold canner, and then I process. I think I had 20 pint jars to process. I did double stack these in my pressure canner, and then I'm going to pressure can them for 25 minutes. had a few ears of corn in the refrigerator that we needed to take care of, and we were not going to eat 12 at one time, so we decided we'd go ahead and blanch these and cut them up and get them in the freezer. And so we have 12 ears. We got these from, I can't remember, but they're not from the place we usually get them, the Farmer's Market Man's that we usually go to. So these are just a few different kinds, but we will be going to Man's, and in a different video I will be going into more detail on how we. Right now I am just getting them good and cleaned off, and then we're going to put them in boiling water for 7 minutes, and then we're going to shock them in an ice bath. Then my husband's going to cut them off the ear, and then we will get them in a couple of bags. We end up with 2-quart bags. So this is something good to have in the freezer, and I can't wait to restock more later on this summer. And finally, we are back to some more peaches. We had a few left over. We actually had some that we put in the refrigerator for just, taking out and eating whenever we, want one. And there were several still left over, so we decided to go ahead and juice these. My son, like I said, my son and daughter-in-law had been over the day before and done it, and it was so good. So we ended up with about 8 cups of fresh peach juice. So that's what we're doing right here. My husband cut them and pitted them like we did earlier with the peaches for pie filling, and then just got it through here. You have to clean it out every now and again. You can't let it overflow, but it's still a pretty quick process. That's going to do it for this video. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, I would love for you to subscribe. Come back and hang out with us some more. We do different things on this channel. Cleaning, cooking, food preservation, gardening, laundry, just whatever we feel like doing when we get to record. So I'd love for you guys to come back and chat with me in the comments. I love getting to know you guys a little better. Until next time, I will see y'all later. Bye.